You corner hiding little fucking shit. Greetings, one and all. This is Rhythmworks, and welcome to my channel. It has been a freaking day and a half, and the day ain't even done yet. But anyway, enough of my domestic situation, whatever. This is some footage of Battlefield 6. This is going to be more or less the background to what I'm going to be talking about, which is more or less what is on my gaming radar for the rest of the year. Obviously, Battlefield 6 is definitely up there, in there, around there, which is going to be taking up a lot of my time. Also, another game which has come to my attention, which is called Ark Raiders, and I wanted to talk about that game in particular because at the time of recording, that game's going to be dropping on the 30th of October. Now, there's been a lot of hype surrounding this game. A lot of people's had chances to play the game more than once, but I only had one chance to play the server slam, as they basically called it. And it's safe to say I had a love-hate relationship with the game. I love the game in relation to how it looked and how it plays and how the thing moves, right? But I wasn't loving it because of the whole PvP situation. It's like I wasn't getting a chance to, just salvage shit and, just move somewhat to the exfil part of the map, part of the game, as it were. I just kept getting killed, even though I didn't really have nothing of any great value in my backpack. So it proved to be very, very frustrating for me. However, upon meeting up with a couple of characters who kind of felt the same way about the game and were actually skillful in the PvP situation, I played a couple of games with them, and I really, really began to enjoy it a lot more than I did, and also, appreciated all the other factors within the game in terms of like the crafting and the different levels of enemies that you basically have. I think I played a part of the game where I had to go to a ship that I think it was the Queen was guarding, and there's a certain process you have to basically go through, which I won't spoil it for you, which was very interesting. And that came about by me joining up with two randoms. They just pissed off and done what they were basically doing. I was looking at the Queen thinking I'm not going nowhere near that by myself, and then I met two randoms and they said, oh, you need bandages, you need this, you need that. I said, yeah, okay, yeah, I'll take what you got. And then they gave me bandages and they were saying, you want to join up with us? I said, okay, what we're doing. And then he explained to me what the process was in terms of the Queen and going into the ship and excuse me, and getting certain things from the ship to, I don't know, because by the time we was nearly at the end of the quest, we got basically killed by another group of Ark Raiders. So I didn't really get to the end part of that, but the journey was good. The journey was good for me, I have to say. I enjoyed the journey. And on the basis of that, my mind had changed somewhat in relation to the game. I wouldn't say I was in two minds about getting it, but I just wanted to make sure that there was good enough reasons for me to actually get the game. And the deal making part of that was simply the price. £32.99. I mean, at a time when games are costing between 50, 60, 70 pounds, and to get like the deluxe edition costing near enough £100, which we're definitely going to get into the realms of by the time Grand Theft Auto 6 comes out. So, in those situations and those circumstances, it makes a welcome change to actually encounter a game that to me has got like, AAA potential, right? It's got the potential of being a shooter among shooters. And that being sold for like, nearly 33 quid. And also them asking questions in relation to what we think about the game. Is there anything we can do to improve the game, yada 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 yada. I'm liking that. I'm liking the fact of the developers actually listening to the consumer and trying to give the consumer the best optimum performance out of the game. Because let's face it, you're not going to get everything you want in the game. You're not going to get everything you want in life, right? So um, if the game strikes a happy medium, then I'm cool with that. You know what I mean? For me, it would be nice to have like a PvE mode in the game, as well as a PvPvE mode in the game. I think that will open the game up dramatically. And with the PvE, just basically make the enemies harder. You know what I mean? You know, put the enemies like on a raid level, as it were. But yeah, but anyway, I'm definitely getting the game. I pre-ordered the game already, and yeah, it'll be dropping on October the 30th at, I think it's 10 o'clock. Yeah, 10 o'clock the 30th, which is, yeah, pretty cool. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, and what else have I been playing? Well, I've been looking through the PS Store for some cheap games to play, and one game amongst many, which many will be probably surprised at, is Overcooked. I've got Overcooked the bundle for, I think it was like around £11. Yeah. So yeah, me and my missus have basically been bunning up the kitchen. You know what I mean? Having dirty freaking dishes all over the shop and all of that kind of stuff. But we'll get round to it, you know what I mean? You know, but happily enough, that really doesn't happen in our domestic situation. We don't have dirty dishes freaking floating around the place. Do we, love? No, we don't. Right. So, but yeah, Overcooked I've been playing a bit of, and yeah, that was one of the games that was really the flagship games of the lockdown. A lot of people was basically playing that, and yeah, went down in price. I thought, all right, I'll give it a go. And I've done a mad one as well. I think it was yesterday. I bought the entire Lego series of games. I know, right? I bought the entire Lego series of games because they were going for like £4.49, and the original retail price was something like around, I don't know, between £55, £60, £30, £50. Yeah, so you know, ranging from Star Wars to Harry Potter to the Lego movie to the Avengers, super villains, which I did have in PS Plus, but I bought the game outright. Yeah, so yeah, my missus was kind of interested in playing Lego, and yeah, just catching some jokes from that and what have you. So yeah, I bought a lot for her. And what else? What else did I get? Yeah, I bought Creed's Champions, which is basically an arcade boxing game that was like a £5. And I bought this War of Mine, which is like a platform game, which costs like around £1 and change. So yeah, so I got quite a bunch of games for the money I paid for it, you know. And if I was to buy a AAA game, I'd probably just be able to get one game for that money, and you know, a couple of indie games in that as well. But yeah, I've managed to get quite a few games for that money, and yeah, looking forward to linking up with my missus and playing that stuff. But in the meantime, yeah, it's definitely Battlefield 6. I'm on it like Scotch bonnet, absolutely loving it. At the time of posting, there is a update in relation to the community playlist, because a lot of people have been playing in the community playlist to actually farm their guns and stuff, because you couldn't get XP. You can't farm XP points in the community playlist. So now DICE and Battlefield Studios have recognized the issue, quote unquote. So now they're gonna eradicate the bots in the community playlist, and as they say, try and make it a more enjoyable experience. And for me personally speaking, it's like, yeah, it's all well and good to kind of the farm and stuff in those kind of maps. But the thing is that robots or bots or what have you, AI, they perform in a different way to real people. So sometimes you have to kind of make the distinction in a split second whether that person is a robot or a real person. And that's not fluid for me. But I get it. You know. So yeah. So they're going to be making changes to that situation. And season 1 will be dropping, I think it's the 28th of October, a couple of days before Ark Raiders release. So yeah, I mean, in terms of my go-to FPS right now, it is Battlefield 6, hands freaking down. Absolutely. It's a blast to play with my brethrens. It's sometimes frustrating when I can't get certain assignments done, but hey, that's just the whole nature of the thing, you know what I mean? You just got to be patient or whatever. But I'm liking it. I'm absolutely liking it. No, I'm not liking it. I'm loving it. I'm loving Battlefield 6 right about now. Yeah, just loving it. Battlefield back to the form we wanted from day one. Yeah, very happy about that. So, crowd of people, with that being said, in summary, right now it's Battlefield 6, Ark Raiders, also a whole bunch of Lego and Overcooked in terms of party games. And that's pretty basically it right about now. So people, please let me know what is on your gaming radar right about now. It'd be interesting to find out if there's certain games that I've missed for me to basically investigate. And also, yeah, I mean, you know, how do you feel about, you know, looking up older games in terms of deals and, you know, getting certain games at certain prices in their sales? Is it worth it for you, or you just want to basically just get new games and just rinse those out and what have you? Please let me know. Let me know. I think right about now it's a good time to yeah, it's a good time to be a gamer, I have to say. You know, you are spoiled for choice in the types of games that you want to play, and yeah, and the pace of the games that you play as well. Because sometimes, you know, with Battlefield 6, you don't want to play Battlefield 6 all the time where it's just, yeah, it's just constant. It's just constant. Sometimes you just want to chill out with a one-player game. Sometimes you want to chill out in a party game and what have you. You know, just have a little bit of variation. A little spice of life variety, as it were. But anyway, I can hear myself waffling, so I'm going to bid you guys adieu. People, please let me know what's on your gaming horizon right about now. What's on your gaming radar? I would love to know. Anyways, with that, I'm going to bid you adieu. And as always, you don't know the clue, whatever the game, media, platform, format, genre. Happy gaming, because if you're happy gaming, not only am I happy for you, I'm happy with you. So with that, I'm going to bid you adieu. Meganski. Later, Roonies. Peace. If I can find a controller. Yes, I found it. Begone. Laters.